like a handful of players who go around all the different relays in Warframe and keep the 69th instance of the lobby open all of the time.
That's wonderful.
And the one on Mars isn't on. I'm very upset.
Alright, let me start getting the links sent out so that it's not just me here all alone, so sad, so silly, goofy, quirky. And I guess Pix is here too. Let's see. Whirl.
Skibbity.
Box. Ahaha.
Oh, there's so many people here. Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a skill issue. Entertainment ping. Control C. Alright, let me switch this to live chat. Just for the sake of my own sanity.
Wait. Are we like live now?
Oh yeah. I'm not doing a starting
fuck.
soon, I can't be asked. At the end of the day...
Bitches.
Yo, it's me, Fantazap in the flesh. Gahuck. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Why are you saying these things? That's... Okay. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Here, we have a planet. But not just any planet, for you see, this planet is special.
We've been here for an hour watching him do this.
I filled this planet with lava. Most of the world is filled with lava. But now, some of the world isn't filled with lava. See, that's the difference between you and I, Batman. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start dumping a bunch of the corruption onto the grassy parts of Africa. Because if this is gonna be like one of the better places for people to live, then I gotta balance it out by also being one of the worst places for people to live. Because the corrupted biome is unironically very, very dangerous. Hi Fluffy, how are you? Do I sound better than normal because I'm so cool and insert... I don't know anymore, man. I'm tired. I'm wanted in 14 states, and frankly, I think that we should all strive to...
I thought I got you. I'm upset.
No, I looked behind me, just out of the bit, but then I realized I didn't have a camera on, so I probably just looked stupid to the roommate. And realistically, I think that makes things worth it.
Zap, do you like stress?
Oh, you know it. Motherfucker! Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't own Baldur's Gate 3!
I don't think your laptop could run it.
Fine, I'll accept the invitation to play... I don't own that game!
Wait, what?
No, I got sent an invitation to play Baldur's Gate 3 by my older sister. Which, I don't have that game. I don't know what she expected to happen. I'm poor.
I'm gonna go get more mac and cheese.
Not a good excuse!
Chat, keep the leash on him.
The audacity. I try to stream, right? I try to stream worldbox. Think, this is a fun, quirky game. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be fun and quirky and all that jazz. And then this happened. The audacity. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and planted the seeds of sadness, I'm gonna commit a violence. Okay. Now that we planted the seeds of sadness, let's go ahead and get some people placed down. So the gist of this world, right? The Americas, North and South, they're both gonna be chilling, living their best life. You know, everything's gonna be... Can't keep a leash on them. Listen, man, I don't know what Pix is trying to say here, but frankly, I don't think we need to know. Okay, So, the Americas are going to be nice and peaceful and chill, and everywhere else is going to be on fire. And there's going to be 3 races, like, populating everywhere else, and they have more land to work with. But these guys are just going to have the one race with all this land. And we're going to see, basically, if these guys are able to, at some point, waltz on over to the Americas and just take them over. That's the premise of it, alright? It's a very simple premise, but it's a premise nonetheless. We'll start our elves off in... They can start up here. Alright, that should be enough of those guys. And I'm putting the elves in the Americas because I know that if I didn't, then you would get very annoyed at me for making them live in the same plane of suffering as everyone else. The humans will start off in Britain. We'll get a good amount of them to make up for it. This area is not going to be covered in hellfire, but it is very small, and it is surrounded by hellfire. So, at the end of the day...
What about Ireland?
What about Ireland?
Who's gonna live in Ireland?
Who is gonna live in Ireland? Iceland? Alright, we'll put the orcs... Where's a good spot for the orcs? The orcs can go next to this river. Nice, peaceful little riverbank. And then...
Demonic Mesa Prime, what the hell? Oh, yo!
This is running at all of, like, 10 frames per second. Okay. We have planted the seeds of... What did you just hear?
That's a What the fuck? That's dope!
I'm also gonna stop streaming in Discord just for the fact of I've actually gotten it to where the latency is not bad on the YouTube stream, so now I just don't have to stream it twice. You can just open it. Stop inviting me to play Baldur's Gate. I'm poor. I can't afford this shite.
Tell her that.
I did. They said it's not a good excuse. The $60 game.
Yeah, you poor bitch, you have a job now. Buy it!
I sent, what is your malfunction? Okay. At this point, those elves are part of your identity. You just are an elf. Alright. You're an asshole, you know that? I'm unpausing the world, and I'm setting it to ×5 speed. Many things, fair enough. So, we have the city of Lad. Look at these lads. Look at these lads, they're so cool. Lad is just the city of testosterone, run by the elves.
Testicles, wait.
The British, they are just big chillin' up on their flamin' little piece of sadness. And let's go ahead and name each of these each of these countries, right? Each of these kingdoms before they go all crazy. The British Empire. Alright. These guys... These will be the Gym Bros. Gym Bro-topia. Yeah. I can't believe the first town was called Lad. They're already creating, like, alternate civilizations. We got this, like, river valley area. We'll call these people the... What do we call the orcs, Pix? What's your idea? Gwa ha lo 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 lo. Gwa. Alright, that's how you pronounce that. And the Australians, of which are spreading out to fill this desert area. I guess the centermost one is what we'll give a name to. And this will be... I don't know. This will be Johnny's backyard. I spelled Johnny's wrong. That's just sad. Alright.
You're just bad at what you do.
I'm just bad at what I do. Anyways, so as of current, right, there's nothing too crazy going on. If we go to the world laws, let's go here. So, the enabled rules are angry villagers. Like, that's one that's not normally enabled. So basically, people will beat the heck out of each other if they need to. Eternal lava. This lava is around here forever, unless, like, it gets rained on. Forever creep. If a, like, weird biomass thing spawns, it won't get rid of its tiles once it's destroyed. Natural disasters.
Like
Aye. Will turn on erosion, and there's also natural disasters and other disasters. And so everything is gonna be very cool and quirky and silly and goofy and haha funny. It's gonna be nice. I don't know why the lava's not lighting anything on fire. Like, there's all these tree lines, right? There's so many places where it could easily light the entire world on fire, and it's just electing not to. So let's see. The men over at Gymbrotopia, they're trying to, like...
really like the fact that I just made my boots black. That's disturbing. Yeah, they've been spreading out their territory a bit. There's some people colonizing the tundras up at, like, the tip of Canada, which is kind of interesting. Wasn't actually expecting that to happen, but we have, like, a little branch race of elves just up in Canada. The Canadians. Oh, Canada.
Honestly, not much is really happening so far. Like, everyone's just kind of living their best life. The lava's not gone ahead and spread at all. We're on ×5 speed. The Earth is moving kind of slowly. Like, time-wise.
Skill issue.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn on super speed. Just because with the lag, and with how big this world is, it might be smart. Okay. Sonic speed.
The dogs are barking.
Alright, that's better. That's a more sane person passage of time. So,
Same person?
as of current, there's not really a lot of spread population-wise.
They just haven't been making cities or villages or anything. Or at least not at a rate that's, like, incredibly quick.
Optimal.
Yeah. The Australians, they're spreading out to, like, fill up all of the deserty area, so that's cool. There's a tiny amount of population growth there. There's this, like, river valley civilization of the orcs. They're setting up a couple of huts. If we head over to these extra orcs... not much is happening there either. And do I sound fine, chat, by the way? I should be sounding significantly better than normal. The Brits, they're spreading out to, like, just fill up their entire homeland. One of these days they'll invent boats, but I don't think they'll be able to do anything with it. Imagine being the guy that invents boats in this world and just, like, being made fun of. Oh, look! Someone invented boats in the part where it's actually useful. And they have cats! This is such, like, a beautiful area. This is, like, the cradle of civilization. This is where people were born. Not this hellfire. This is just sad. Alright, it looks like the populations of the orcs and of the dwarves are both starting to increase a decent amount. This, like, river valley area that's also just in the middle of Asia is unironically a really good place to live. Like, there's just not any immediate threats to them. And because there's rivers with a bunch of trees, they have, like, the materials to build in this desert. That's just a non-issue. They don't have to worry about the fact that there's, like, flaming forests and seas of fire just out of reach. And we've not had any natural disasters yet. We've not had any rain, nothing. There's been nothing here to, like, mess with the lava. Once there's rain, that will start to, like, change the terrain ever so slightly. Like, bridges to places will start to exist, and it'll be interesting to watch. But there's, like, 2 orcish civilizations that have formed, right? And they're just kind of spreading out, doing something with their lives. So what are we looking like on the dwarves? Dwarves, again, just filling up Australia. They're in a good spot, relatively speaking. Like, as compared to the orcs, they're not doing this great, just because their terrain is just exponentially worse. But, all things considered, not bad, right? It ain't bad at all. I'm just surprised. Normally, stuff catches on fire by now. Normally, like, I would have expected Britain to be covered in, like, a sheet of fire. But that's just not happened. So it might need to, like, wait for, like, rain or something to displace the lava by turning it into stone. I'm not sure. Maybe an earthquake or something. Something's gonna happen that's just gonna, like, goof up all the terrain. You have a new village, Oporim. That's down in Australia, okay. These guys are not doing bad. I think if the dwarves get, like, some good luck with the rain, and are able to, like, bridge from here, like, just up Indonesia, then that would be very good for them. The orcs are going ahead and spreading out to just take up all of Asia. I think that's their intent. Take the Chinese, Russia, all those areas. Those guys are heading up towards, I guess, Siberia. Cold. The British are just really not having a wonderful time spawn-wise. Like, they need some rain to happen if they're going to go ahead and get any foothold in this world. And meanwhile, the elves are already starting their southward expansion. Starting to send a good amount of people, just, like, booking it downwards. Just heading down all the way south.
These guys he's like ran all the way to Mexico to get around a mountain range. That man is actually booking it. Okay, good for him. So, just to throw the British a bone, and also to serve as an example of, like, how the world kind of works, let's say there's a rain cloud, right? The rain cloud appears, and it starts to rain. That rain will basically leave a bunch of stone in its path. Because the water interacts with the lava, and it turns to stone. And so now, imagine a lot of that happen, right? Over time, bridges will start to form. And that will just, A, get rid of a lot of lava, and B, allow for the different areas to reach different places, despite the fact that water does not really exist as far as intercontinental travel is concerned. So it's going to be interesting to see. It looks like the dwarves are at the point where they've taken enough of Australia to warrant infighting. I'm not sure how it's going to go for these guys. Frankly, I was expecting it to be a little bit before the first war started, but let's see what we got plot-wise. Oh, the plot fell apart. Never mind. We were about to have our first civil war of the map. Well, not a civil war, but just an interracial war. Let's see... How are these guys doing? I mean, they're making a good use of their space. Never let it be said that the dwarves are inefficient. They're not doing bad. All three of these places are in their 40s. Like, all three of these main capital cities. My apologies, folks. My internet is trying to do a barrel roll and it's not succeeding. Oh no. That is suboptimal. This is a sad day for the Vara Fluffy community. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, this is just an extreme paradise for the elves. Are they already trying to fight? Was that a plot I saw? No. I could have sworn I saw, like, a plot for a war. And I was about to say, if the elves are already fighting amongst themselves, that's just greedy at this point. There's so much space. These guys are doing very nicely. They're making a good name for themselves. Spreading out to fill the tundras. Not bad. The orcs, I don't think they're gonna be having any wars between each other for quite some time. Just given the fact that... Also, that cloud, I think, made it all the way across, so it's a bit more stone. Just for the fact that there's so much space to work with. There's not gonna be an interhuman war anytime soon. Once again, for the fact that there's plenty of space to work with. Save. My laptop does not like this. Anyways, we got a couple of months. One more year in-game. And then we enter the first new age. Let's see what we get. Age of the Moon. What does this entail? Here. Night will come alive, yada yada yada, darkest of nights, everything's cool and quirky and spooky and dark. Okay. Once we get to, like, an age of rain, the only way to beat elves are other elves. Fluffy with the propaganda. What's new? Why is everything glowing? We got all these glowing dots. These bugs? Oh, they're crabs. And bugs. With the screaming noise, something has fallen from the sky. We've had our first meteorite, and it's landed in Africa. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that. And it's going to be a very good place for people to get to, because that's just free material. Yeah, there's going to be a war happening in Australia at some point soon.
There's just no way about that. New village done has been founded. The orcs are just done, man. They ain't having this. They're expanding northward because it's fairly peaceful up there. We can fix that. If we come over here, we're gonna go ahead and place down a couple of dudes. Just 4 of them for now. And they're all the way up here. And we'll even go ahead and, like, make it to where they can't just crop. Alright, a tornado has appeared. Where? Okay, it looks like a tornado has shown up and is starting to throw some fire just onto the coast of Africa. Throw some bits of lava. That's gonna be very bad for the ecosystem, but it's also going ahead and exposing a good bit of ground, as well as some much-needed rain. Like, we're gonna be at a point relatively soonish where people are gonna be able to get from point A to point B. I'm sensing that there might end up being an Africa-Indonesia land bridge. Your latency has gotten much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the fact that there's, like, a bunch of proper rain now is gonna be very nice. Are we about to have a war? Who are these guys gonna go to war with?
I have returned.
Who are these guys planning to attack? The Azrid brothers. Why aren't the orcs infighting? There's so much space.
I went to almost get sick, and all of a sudden, like 3 civil wars have broken out in my absence. What have I missed?
I don't know, but it looks like there's been some sort of plague that's taken half the British population. Don't know how that happened. But the orcs are infighting. The dwarves look like they're about to infight, and there is not enough humans for any infighting to happen. Where is the ground shaking? Disaster after disaster is striking the lands. Land bridges are starting to form from all the rain, and a meteorite just struck the coast of South America.
I can respect it. I can respect the grind.
Like, all this rain is just, like, leaving paths, basically, in the lava. Like, you can see trails where the rain has come. Alright, well, we have a little goofy goober running around in place. Right, the king of the Azrid brothers has been slain. These orcs, they want blood, they want darkness. So, angry villagers is on. Basically, that means ordinary citizens will fight in same-race wars. Like, not just the armies. So, this is gonna have many civilian casualties as well.
Wait, would that not... Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter if it factored into, like, normal wars, because by default they'd probably be wanting to fight whatever's attacking them, huh?
Yeah. During, like, interracial wars, like elves versus humans, say, like, if the elves are attacking a human place... Alright, we're just having a full-fledged dwarvish civil war, 3-way.
Kinky.
But... Oh no, everyone just hates the purple dwarves. Okay, never mind. But yeah, basically...
Collectively, fuck you.
Yeah. Under normal circumstances, they'll, like, attack any ongoing people. If it's the same race, then it's usually just soldiers. What this does is makes that not be a like, considering factor. Which also means that it's a lot less likely for cities to be taken by the same race. Like, or if they are taken, they're usually, like, crippled by then. So, like, this as a area that was the capital, it had, like, a lot of people. It was at 15 when it got taken over.
Oh, the lighting looks super cool for night. Holy shit. Why
Uh,
isn't the lava glowing?
because I'd be blind if it was. Yeah, so these guys are just beating the heck out of the purple dwarves. Did the elves just declare war on each other? I guess? Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Alright, so yeah, the elves are gonna go for a quick reunification.
Yeah,
Get the couple of people that attached.
Can I be real for a minute? I really do think here that this whole being surrounded by lava thing is just a mental health crisis.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's why everyone is like fighting each other. Like they know they're gonna die. They might as well make it quicker.
Yeah, like look at this one town. Like it had about an equal amount to the elvish capital, and now it's at like 3 because they're gonna keep killing civilians while they try to take it over. We have another asteroid crashing into Africa. That place is gonna be actually loaded. Pippo. Yeah, I think the town of Pepot is gonna get destroyed at this rate. It's got 1 person left. And it's just about taken back. Alright, they got it. But yeah, it's much more likely for nations to get destroyed here. Do you know your US states? I don't. Not well anyway. Wisconsin, Ohio, Mississippi, Kentucky, Illinois, Rhode Island, Puerto Rico, Wisconsin, Puerto Rico, Wisconsin. Next you'll be telling me that Wisconsin's not a state.
Cheese comes from Wisconsin. We're stuck with it.
Okay, what about Puerto Rico? Where does cheese come from there?
France, probably. Puerto Rico's a territory. It's not a state yet.
Make it a state. It should be one.
Hold on, let me tag every member of Congress on Twitter real quick.
Yeah, thanks.
This has been a thing that has been trying to happen for, like, ever.
Yeah? It's not even that hard. Just add another star to the flag.
I wish it was that easy.
Alright, well, a British king has died, but at least their population's doing not bad. I mean, 40 people on this sad little island.
Nevada
also, we have a
lame-ass
tornado.
flag.
There's a tornado just rushing through Siberia. Like, hold up some of the snow. Yeah, honestly, like, this Orcish war is just having a very significant effect on the population.
Zap, am I allowed to slander U.S. states on your stream?
Go for it.
Alabama ripped off the English flag, and Florida ripped off the Alabama flag. What is this?
That tracks. Alright, we're going into a new age. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back into the Age of Hope. Now everyone can be at peace because they can actually see in front of their face. See, all this, like, rain is just short. Like, just too low. Barely. It's not hitting Britain, which means that it's not creating a bridge for Britain to take. I'm curious, what do you know about Minnesota? Wasn't, like, the woman from what's the movie called? Rio? With, like, the blue bird? Wasn't the woman from that, like, that from Minnesota?
Yeah. Yeah, she's Minnesota.
That's the only thing I know about Minnesota. I don't know if that counts as knowledge.
I know the state capital is currently a hellhole right now.
I wouldn't know. Alright, it looks like the dwarves are getting relatively close to ending their little skirmish.
To live. The cost of living in Minnesota is 3% lower than the national average. Housing is 14% lower than the national average, while utilities are 2% lower. When it comes to basic necessities such as food and clothing, groceries are around 3% higher than the rest of the country, while clothing costs 3% higher.
Okay.
Is Minnesota still a good place to live? Oh dear. Not really that. Because that's everything to do with Minneapolis, and we don't talk about Minneapolis.
The King Tap of is dead. No, not King Tap.
What?
Of Guahahahololo.
That is the greatest name of a nation. Guahalalololo. Guahalalololo.
Like, this is such a nice place to live, considering the state of the rest of the world. Just, like, a nice little area surrounded by river. On all sides. Like, that's just... It's a cute little area.
Where's that at?
It's, like, in this deserty area a bit north of India.
Is that Pakistan?
Maybe? Is this, like, the Indus River Valley area? Is this, like, where Mesopotamia would have been?
Map of Asia. Okay, so that's, yeah, so that's kind of like, well, I mean, it's closer to China, but so like Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Mongolia.
Okay.
Very mountainy, deserty region.
Alright, the city of Komor is the final white dwarvish city before it all goes green. This is not King Rid of Guahalololo. Now it's King Age.
Age or Age?
I'm sure it's pronounced Age. The king has abandoned those guys. Alright, we're about to witness, like, outside of the humans, you know, not having the space to expand. It looks like we're getting relatively close to having the first, like, full racial nation, right? Like, just one nation holding all of the dwarvish race. If this rain was just a little bit higher, then the Brits would actually be able to do something with their lives. And they just can't.
Trude.
Alright, we got some... Also, there's gonna be a lot of ghosts, because I put some of the corrupted area onto Australia, since it was mostly desert. And I thought that'd be too easy. That's probably why this area is falling so fast. That actually explains a few things. Saw a snake.
Snake.
Yeah, okay. It looks like the dwarves are now one nation. We've achieved unity in at least one part of the world. Now I'll let them deal with their ghost and skeleton problem. I'm sure they'll have a fun time.
What?
What?
What do you mean ghost and skeleton problem?
Oh, they just have a little bit of an infestation. Nothing a
What?
bit of raid won't solve.
I don't think the Ghostbusters used raid to fix their problems.
I mean, they should have if they didn't.
I don't think Luigi used raid to fix his problems.
Well, it looks like they fixed their problems just fine.
There's using raid and there's using a sword. What did they use?
Alright, let's see here. The sword was tipped, Pix.
With what?
I'm wondering when the hypothetical Australia-Africa land bridge is going to be a thing that exists. Like, look at all the rain, like, in this part of the world. It very well could happen, given enough time. We just need more rain. These orcs are just, like, locked in eternal combat. Is this a Xenoblade reference? I want to do a US state license plate tier list at some point. Very biased, but the ones I've seen in Minnesota have a pretty good one. Okay.
Like, design of the license plate, or, like, what do you mean?
I'm guessing it would have to
Elaborate.
be. Oh, I said that. I guess the elves did it first. They just beat up the Canadians. And now they're united.
If I remember the plates on my car correctly, because they're, like, brand new from this year, Missouris are boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing fancy about them in the slightest.
Yeah.
It's like white with like a little like red and blue kind of like outline based off the state's flag, and that is it. It's not very neat to look at.
It's the city of Poge. Poge, my beloved.
The best city in the game.
Poge.
Poge.
I like I like the way it's said.
Poge.
Poge.
Poke! Pokemon! Oh, no, the kid, not King Viboshi, whatever. Hold up. Not King Vibupi of the British Empire.
See, King Vibuffet.
Yeah, he
Vibuffet.
died. King $12 off. Missouri is weird with mixing numbers and letters. Don't all states do that?
Why is no? She's saying that the way Missouri does it is weird. Why is this something you would know?
Fluffy is better at geography than all of us combined.
This has nothing to do with geography.
I'm sorry, geometry.
I hate you so much.
This is not news. You say this as if it's like some shocking... Like, what I say next will shock you. These guys are just locked in a timeless battle. Although if they manage to take the capital from Guahaha
fighting.
No, Lamau. Fighting in order to live. And living to fight.
Are you in like
I like seeing other license plates. They are interesting.
DMV handing out licenses.
This is just Fluffy's practice for being at the DMV in general. We've entered the age of wonders. Psychedelics be damned. Alright. A time of enchantment and mystery where the very air is charged with arcane energies that spark the imagination and bring forth... Yes, it's a Crabuary. Those who are skilled in the ways of magic will be in their prime. So basically we're gonna have a bunch of mages show up and light shit on fire. That's what I'm gathering from this.
Arson!
Arson! Yeah!
Wait, I have a gif. I have a gift for it. Oh my god.
Is it the picture of Elmo?
No. I think it's a Ruby reference.
Can it be the picture of Elmo?
No!
No! They're taking Guahalolololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololololol
other cities too.
And then there's this. This is what I wanted to send.
Awesome! Wahoo! Yoshi! There's just so much violence, always. Why can't everyone just agree to be friends?
No, look at what is it, the elves over in Canada?
The elves and the dwarves have both gotten their shite together. California is simple, but I do like it. Alright.
Is Fluffy really making me Google a Californian license plate?
Maybe. The elves are now having, like, proper passenger boats, it looks like. Yeah, they're sending them boats just out to all edges of their country. So they've definitely, by now, like, at least had some people see the Great Lava Walls. And it looks like there's also about to be a revolution amongst the elves. So I'm gonna zoom in on that. And I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom and get some water. So, Pix, can you keep chat relatively entertained?
Skibbity61 just went up.
Never mind, hold up. We have priorities.
I just got the notification.
Hold up, we have priorities. We have priorities. I'm not gonna put this up onto the stream, but I don't care if it's...
I've got a... Oh my god, I'm in Defuck Boom's Discord. What the fuck am I doing?
Let me mute browser audio. Alright, hehe, join me in my madness. Jesus Christ, Fluffy.
You're an
Alright.
ass.
Alright, Pix, let me screen share.
Oh, are we screen sharing? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to.
What
I
about-
have audio muted in the stream,
Okay.
so
Play it.
they can
Oh my
hear
God, play
me,
it.
they can hear you. They can't hear
Play it.
this.
Oh, run, dudes! Oh my
Oh
God!
God.
Jesus!
What was that? What the
You know who
hell?
that is?
No?
That's Moist Critical. That's Moist. Gamer, no, speaker woman.
What was that? They're just shooting knives with the sound.
That's Moist Critical.
Let's
The big guy!
go! Let's go!
Oh, that's great.
The dance is their anthem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think that's agreed on.
They'll be bobbing to Tears for Fears in the shorts version.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I look back at the screen and, like, everything has just gone to complete hell with the elves. Let's see how the orcs are doing. Not significantly better.
That's fucking fantastic.
That was wonderful. That was
the fact
actually
that I know
wonderful.
who that is the best part.
Like, they looked familiar, and my brain did think that, but then I decided not to say anything, because I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking about.
I think because it looked like Jesus, right? I figured it would be Moist, but then I heard the woo, like the scream it made. And I knew. Woo!
Okay, well, now I'm gonna go do what I said. I need to use the restroom and get some water. Keep chat entertained. And remember, kids, don't let Fluffy have too much power.
That was terrifying because he has. They're doing the large TV thing of, like, you know, flashing people. Which is not a sentence I thought I would ever say. Alright, chat, so I'm over here having a stroke. New Jersey is pissed yet. What? What, their license plate? Oh my god. That's... It's got like the color gradient of, like, you know, like an orange... Oh my god, ow. Okay, so the New Jersey license plate honestly kind of has, like, if an orange, like, cream popsicle was banana instead of orange. That's literally just what the color gradient is there. Fucking New Jersey is banana cream popsicle license plate. I want to get a custom plate for my car at some point. I feel like it would be fun. Just have something real, just unbelievably stupid put on the front of my car. I also like how he left me in charge of the stream. Like, I am the least entertaining person he knows. Why? Why? Oh, that's right. That's why I have the stream muted, so I don't have to hear myself twice. The world has been around for almost 3,000 years, and it has had a collective almost 10,500 deaths. And I'm blaming Zap for every single one of them. Oh, Age of Darkness. That's unfortunate. Massachusetts has an ego. What do you mean? What does that mean? Minimum wage. That's fantastic. License plate. The Spirit of America. Is that it? Is that the ego you're on about? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Genji, we watched it. I can't get over the fact that the flying one is moist critical. That's fantastic. Oh my god, I'm waiting for a clip. I'm waiting for one from his, like, clips channel of him reacting. That's gonna be god tier content. Well, I mean, you never know, Fluffy. It could be, you know, Massachusetts could very well be, you know, the spirit of America. I also want Zap to turn my microphone down. Holy shit. Actually, wait, I might be able to do it myself. Give me a minute. Voice and video. Here we go. This might be better. Not too sure. Not really. Oh dear. I think I might be messing with the wrong one. Let me turn it down to like 70. Oh, no, yep, that did it. Oh, dear God. Crank it up to 82. Pennsylvania looks fine, kind of boring. I just googled the state, not the thing. License plate. Can I be honest? It looks more like... Hold on, give me a minute. It just looks like a Ukrainian flag with extra steps. That's all it looks like. There's a wiki. What do you... Why? Of course... No, yeah, of course there's a wiki. Why the fuck wouldn't there be a wiki? U.S. license plate wiki. The worldbox music really giving me Spore vibes, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. What's Missouri's on here? Oh yeah, it's very bland. top words are hard to see. That's South Carolina. I gotta scroll away to the S. Look what you're making me do. South Carolina. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Will you turn me down? Holy shit, Zap.
You're not that loud. I like to be able to hear
I'm
the
not loud
people.
now.
I didn't change your volume.
No, I turned my input volume down.
Like, I prefer to have it to where you can actually hear the other people.
Zap, I have the stream running. I am blaring.
I'm sorry. Well, you're quiet now, I guess. I'm sorry. Am I blaring?
No, you're fine. And also, for whatever reason, it's like my microphone's speaking, and I'm not too sure why. It's not in the sweet spot anymore. Hold on. I'm gonna be using your stream to test bullshit.
Okay. Pix, we gotta show Fluffy the series.
What, Skibidi?
I think I'll do that after stream if Fluffy's not doing anything. Alright. Let's see here. It looks like that original elvish civilization has long since completely...
Wait, hold it.
What?
If we're showing Fluffy Skibidi, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, okay. It looks like that original elven nation is now down to like 2 small cities on the edge of the map.
It's not that bad.
The Brits are still trapped. The orcs, there's even more rogue areas, and the original one is gone. And the dwarves are pretty stable. Honestly, though, I think I'm probably gonna save and call it here. Just for the fact of... This was more so a test, other than anything. There's a couple of other things that I'm gonna want to do. Why? What did I do?
My mic.
Sorry! It was an accident, I swear!
All of a sudden, I feel compelled to go look at all of my, recent live streams and make sure the microphone audio isn't atrocious.
I'm sure you are. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you... what? Who are you? What is that, Mel?